Hello and welcome to today's video. Our videos are not a diagnosis. We are simply speaking our opinions, not factual statements.
Hey guys, so we're going to talk about ShrimpGate.
Thanks for nothing.
About 4 to 5 years ago, and I lost in only a couple of days about 12,000 subscribers.
Told you, karma is a bitch, man.
So we're going to watch it together and see why 12,000 or more people decide to unsubscribe from me.
If you wish to save yourself time from watching this video, now is your chance to bail out. In short, Amber defends her choice and fails to take accountability.
Nothing new.
The real reason people unsubscribed is because they were sick and tired of Amber trolling. 1 minute she is declaring she wants to save her life and lose weight, crying her heart out and begging for support, and then in the next she is binging on camera. In the previous video titled, No More Weight Loss, she said she was done talking about losing weight, while blaming reaction channels and viewers for her failures. And then she uploaded ShrimpGate straight after. Viewers were over her visual glee of trolling and watching her slowly unalive herself. That's the video in a nutshell. But if you are brave enough to stick around, then enjoy the many attempts at Amber failing to take accountability. Those with narcissistic personality disorder often fail at admitting when they were wrong.
I'm a narcissist.
But are very good at finding ways to blame others. So let's watch our girl do just that. Because Amber abuses the copyright system, clips will be heavily edited. So let's get into it.
Hey guys, okay, so we have another mukbang. We're going to eat shrimp.
Amber has been a YouTuber for over a decade. This is her job. She claims YouTube is always her #1 priority. Yet our girl still places the laptop in front of the camera instead of screen recording.
Are you just that bad at your job?
With cocktail sauce. I don't know what that is. Me going,
It's your sheer joy at food and trolling girl.
I will say that a lot of people still to this day talk about how I ate a whole thing
container
of cocktail shrimp. So let's see how many I actually eat. No one cares! Here we go. I usually watch all of everything on YouTube on ×2 speed. So we're gonna watch it at 1.5.
Thank you.
Yum. And we have water. I would go through phases in the past where I thought drinking a gallon of water was good for you. That's a lot.
In the past, she says, Girl, we still get a new water challenge every few months, gallon or not.
The sauce is so good. This is awkward.
Girl, you thrive on watching yourself. How many times have you made a video of you reacting to yourself?
You love it.
So the topic for today is
how it always feels watching an Amber video.
Mukbangs and weight loss. Obese the Beast made another video talking about mukbangs, like obese people doing mukbangs, mixing weight loss with mukbangs. I personally messaged him.
Amber's breathing is so loud right now. I know you are close to the camera, but are you okay, girl?
I just asked him, like, why couldn't you tell me, like, in a message that everything you said in the video, why couldn't you tell me? So I remember I was definitely confused.
You always are.
Because me and him had, talked in private before. He wanted to help me just a little bit with like weight loss, give me some advice and stuff.
And you never listen. You never do.
And then he made a whole video, kind of like expressing his feelings or concerns, why he didn't voice those to me privately. And now I get it. It's the YouTube game.
In this moment, Amber says she gets it, and that it pulls in views. But tomorrow she won't get it, and will be having a meltdown about reaction channels all over again.
He explained that, like, mukbangs shouldn't be done by people on a weight loss journey. So I want to say my opinion on this now, that I really firmly think that you can still lose weight and do mukbangs.
Of course you do.
Clearly it works so well for Amber, as 4 years have passed of mukbangs and attempting to lose weight. Yet no weight has been lost. Clearly it works well. But I feel like there's a fine line between what type of food are you eating and how is it going with like your mental, Well, that point is clearly moot for you, girl. As all these years of consuming junk food, instead of healthy meals, has not proven the point you are trying to make at all. as you have only gained weight over the years. And soon when the WLS is completed, your mukbangs won't be much of an event as you won't be able to hold as much food. A few bites and waiting 5 minutes between sips of water and your video is done. Not exactly mukbang material. You can claim that a healthy mukbang here and there may not affect losing weight, but clearly that isn't the reality for you, girl.
What is it doing for you? What purpose is it serving you?
Zero.
If we're just like black and white, yes, you can do mukbangs or eat on camera and lose weight. You still have to be in a caloric deficiency, obviously, because that's how you lose weight. But if you're eating thousands of calories per mukbang and you're doing it like daily, then obviously you're not going to lose weight.
Well, either way, you didn't lose weight, girl. So what's your point?
Oh, she has no idea.
First of all, this is my life. I'm an adult. I can choose what I want to do versus what I don't want to do. And like another big thing is like, just because you are seeing one meal out of 15 I have in a week.
You're a lie. You're a lie.
Girl, you're a riot. The common recommendation is 3 meals a day, with 2 snacks a day. That is 21 meals a week, plus 14 snacks a week. Are you claiming to eat less than the average healthy adult, yet be 500 pounds or above? Or are you just bad at math? I hope it's the latter, because I almost just burst a blood vessel.
There are skinny mukbangers out there. They don't gain weight.
Girl, that's like saying person 1 goes out with their friends once a month and has a drink, but doesn't have a drinking problem. But person 2 who is an alcoholic is okay to keep drinking, because the healthy person drinks too.
To gain weight doing it, obviously, but it's also not that hard to lose weight while doing it. So I think here I was making excuses because I wanted to continue the mukbangs without backlash.
Which is it, girl? Mukbangs are completely safe, or you were making excuses to continue harmful behavior, always contradicting yourself.
But it's just like I was in a point in my life where, I mean, look at me, I was like at my heaviest and
things aren't much better now, girl.
I still wanted to be able to create content that I knew people would click on, and that was mukbangs.
Well, considering how many people unsubscribed, I'd say that backfired.
I know you guys know, foodie booty, food, whatever.
I don't know how to say really anything.
We're kind of just over people only supporting us when we're doing what they want us to do. That's just not... That is a true fact. That is a thing. People like me more when I'm losing weight, when I'm actively showing that I'm losing weight.
Wrong. People cheer you on when you are bettering yourself because they want you to succeed. But they don't like or dislike you more because losing weight doesn't change that sparkling personality you have.
Which is a very weird concept in my opinion, because it's like whether I'm losing weight or I'm not losing weight, I'm still like the same person within.
It's really not that hard to grasp, Amber. The viewers are fed up with your self-destruction. When you do well for yourself, your followers cheer you on. They hope that against all odds, this time you'll help yourself. Then when you fail once again, the viewers are fed up. And stating you are still the same person within might not be the helpful reminder you think it is.
To like someone based on their weight is weird.
Your weight is not the determining factor on whether your viewers like you or not. It is your behavior.
Like, this is my life. I get to choose what I want to do with it.
Sadly, that is true, and you are your own worst enemy. But you can't expect others to cheer on failure and toxic traits.
I recently watched a TikTok, actually. Cardiovascular doctors were asked the same question, and it was, as a heart doctor, what is one thing you would never do? And they all had the exact same answer.
What's one thing you would never do as a cardiologist?
I would never smoke.
I would never smoke anything.
I would never smoke. Actually, I would not drink alcohol either. I would never smoke.
Smoke. It's the worst thing you can possibly do for yourself.
Say the number one no-no in terms of heart health is going to be smoking.
No one is deciding upon if they should support or like or dislike someone based on them smoking cigarettes, while smoking cigarettes is actively killing somebody.
The point our girl is trying to make is a tremendous amount of reaching. The vast majority don't dislike you because of your size, Amber. They dislike you because of your narcissistic traits, your self-destruction, your habitual lying, your treatment of Becky, your treatment of Becky's mom, your victim mentality, your manipulative nature, your gaslighting habits, your lazy lifestyle, your inability to take accountability, your blame shifting, exactly like this video we are watching right now. Your lack of empathy unless it is all about you. Your need for attention and validation. Your disrespect for other people's boundaries. Your diagnosis hopping. Your inability to put any work into your health, but are willing to write it off as just another diagnosis and make no attempt at helping the problem. Lipodema, for example. I could keep going. trying to prove your point by saying that no one hates on a smoker, but they hate people with weight issues is not the issue here. Because best believe your viewers would have the same issues with you if you appeared on our screens tomorrow as a skinny legend, with a cigarette in your mouth. And as a final note, not one of those people in that smoking compilation was over 500 pounds, or seemingly overweight, so it seems they don't approve of overeating junk food as well as smoking. So the point has fallen even flatter.
Just like, me being off track is also actively killing me. But it's like, why does cigarette smoking, just for the lack of a better example, get less heat than someone my size, eating some shrimp on camera? It's just, it all boils down to one thing, and we all know the answer.
Little side note, Amber is going off on a tangent with a smug smirk on her face, and then the comment she posts is about her smugness.
I feel like in this video, this person here and this person here, we probably still have the same beliefs.
Well, no shit.
Back then, I had more like, I don't give a fuck attitude because I didn't care about my weight as much as I do now. I didn't care about what I was eating as much as I do now.
Bitch, you better be joking.
Girl, how can that be true when you haven't been losing weight? Just because you speak something into the air, it doesn't make it true.
The calories and the nutrition is on the bottom of this. Obviously, it's very possible to stay under our allotted calories for the day.
Yes, the mukbang might be under the correct amount of calories for an adult. But when that mukbanger is over 500 pounds, it's clear that the allotted amount of calories per day are being vastly surpassed. So that point is also moot.
That's very true. Keep in mind, I am still harassed to this day about me eating a whole shrimp cocktail. Let's still keep that in mind, because you're gonna see here that's not the truth. From what I remember, I do say how many calories I actually ate in this video.
Girl, you are missing the point so widely that it is poking the stratosphere. It's about the constant and repeated self-destruction, while trolling the topic. No one cares if you actually ate the whole thing or not.
No one cares! 90 calories per serving, and there's 4.5 servings in this whole thing. So 90 times 4.5, we can do the math later, but it's not that many calories. And that includes... We could do the math later.
You don't know how to do that.
So it's like not that difficult. Like my sausage fest video, delicious, delicious. And that fit in my calories. And I was able to stay under my calories, and the next day I was down about, I think it was like 2.6 pounds.
Another moot point is those pounds were gained back.
It's true. If you stay below your calories, you can film mukbangs.
For a healthy person, sure.
Sure.
But when it comes to you, girl, it's like watching an alcoholic drink on camera when you film yourself eating junk. Or when you film yourself eating something healthy, but don't lose weight, so are clearly not eating healthy behind the camera. Believe it or not, the majority of your viewers want the best for you. So watching you troll while eating on camera is not everyone's idea of a good time.
What I was delusional with at the time is I didn't have a healthy relationship with food.
And you still don't.
It wasn't going to end that easily. It wasn't that easy for me. My relationship with food was so unhealthy.
Girl, why are you talking in the past tense? You are still seemingly in the 500s. So how can you have a healthy relationship with food now? It's great that WLS might be happening in the future, and that's a long bridge you will have to cross when you come to it. But talking as though you are cured now is only confirming how much work you still need to do.
No matter what I do, no matter what Chantel does, we're going to get hate for it. Unless we're... I low-key kind of hate that I am talking about Chantel in this video. I did not know that I was. As you guys know, me and Chantel had a falling out, and not just that, but there's things that she does that I find disgusting, and I don't like Chantel. I don't think that she should get as much harassment as she does.
Tell that to BBJ and Sam. If you don't know, Foodie Beauty has been accused of extreme animal abuse. BBJ and Sam were her cats that have now been rescued. Foodie has also been accused of many other horrific things. Yet Amber states that the people calling her out for appalling behavior are harassing her. Amber only stopped supporting Foodie when Foodie made homophobic statements. Yet many other cruel things had been said and done before that. But once the topic included Amber, she only then stopped supporting Foodie. For anyone that is aware of Foodie's behavior, you will also be under the impression that she has narcissistic personality disorder. So it's interesting that Amber still defends Foodie being called out and calling it harassment. It's no one's business what someone else does to their body. But Coral, you make it everyone's business by sharing it with the world. If you don't want comments on what you post, then don't post it. It's impossible to think that people see what you do to yourself and not have any thoughts on it. If you don't want it to be a topic of discussion, then stop discussing your personal life.
There are so many things in this world that people do on a day-to-day basis that is actively killing them. And I keep bringing up cigarettes. If you smoke, I'm sorry to offend you.
Considering we all know that Jade smokes, I hope she is enjoying hearing the constant targeted point her girl is making. Considering she is probably sitting to Amber's side right now, like she always does. Listening, I can hear Amber discussing Jade's smoking now. You smoke, which is just as bad as me being 500 pounds. So I get a free pass because you do something bad too. I'll do better if you do better. And so on. When someone approaches a narcissist about doing something wrong, for example, not washing the dishes, instead of saying, my bad, I'll do it now. Sorry that I didn't do it. They will say, well, you didn't do the dishes 4 years, 8 weeks, 2 days, and 10 minutes ago. So you can't say anything to me. If you've ever had a narcissist twist their wrongdoings onto you, then you know how talented and determined they are at never taking accountability. They may have been the one to commit the wrongdoing, but somehow you always find yourself dragged into it, and finding that somehow it is your fault when you are the innocent party. Gaslighting masters.
Can't help but think of that and kind of compare the two, because food and cigarettes both kill people.
2 wrongs don't make a right, girl.
My brain is not working right now.
Does it ever work?
4.5. It's 405 calories. All of it. So that whole thing of shrimp is only 405 calories, and that is including the cocktail sauce. It's a lot of food because it's voluminous, and that is what you kind of go after when you are in a calorie deficiency for weight loss. You want to eat very low calorie, healthy foods that are high in volume.
Can she hear herself? She was at her highest weight in this video, and she is talking about calorie deficiency.
Bitch, where?
405 calories, and it's actually really healthy, in my opinion. Vegans would probably disagree. Oh my God. Like, I guess still in my mind now, it's like, I understand to an extent why people were mad that I ate this on camera.
You don't get it.
But I also don't understand it at the same time.
See? Told you.
Because if I was someone who was skinny eating this, no one would have batted an eye.
Exactly, girl. It's alarming to watch a food addict that was nearing 600 pounds eat themselves to an early grave. But watching someone who is slim, who does not have major food issues, isn't like watching someone trying to unalive themselves. It's not hard to understand.
Like, there are mukbangers out there who are skinny, who eat thousands of calories in each video, and no one says a single thing.
And again, I say watching someone who does not have a drinking problem having a drink is not upsetting. The level of delusion and blame shifting coming from Amber is award-winning. And for those mukbangers that do binge, no one is saying it is healthy for them, girl. It's just they are not in immediate danger like you are. It is visually clear that they don't eat like that all the time, hence why it isn't so traumatic to watch.
I just don't want people to think of mukbangs and think of gaining weight. That's not what it is. Like, I'd still be eating shrimp, whether I was filming the video or not.
Yes, girl, and that was your problem. Nearing 600 pounds and not giving a freak about your health or existence. Meanwhile, everyone around you is screaming for you to help yourself.
And like I've talked about before, I'm done, like, constantly talking about my weight on the channel, because there's more to me than that. And people don't realize that, I don't think. People just look at me as a number on the scale. And I'm tired of that. Like, I literally am just tired of it. And the best thing I can say is, keep watching my channel. And
does anyone else have the ick watching Amber nod along to herself?
you know, I feel like it's not something I'll never talk about again. Like, well, obviously I will. Like, you will hear me talk about, you know, oh, I've lost da-da-da pounds, or oh, I've lost da-da-da pounds. This is how much I weigh now. Like, it's not something I'm never going to talk about again, but it's just like, it's no longer a main focus, because that's not everything that I am. There's so much more to. I agree with that still.
There's no surprises there.
Like, I know I'm actively talking about, you know, my weight loss journey.
What journey?
And that's something I am going to continue talking about. But I'm more than that.
Oh, we know. The narcissistic personality is what we notice most, not your weight, girl. The deflection, the blame shifting, the lack of accountability, the failure to take responsibility, the delusion, the gaslighting. You are distracting us with all of that from the concern of your weight right now. You are right, you are much more than just your size. And it's not the valid argument you think it is.
There has been so many times in my YouTube career, I've been on here for a decade, where I've wanted to stop talking about my weight.
You are always free to stop talking about your weight, but what else will your channel have? The current WLS era is the only thing carrying your channel.
Anytime I would mention that in a YouTube video that, you know, I'm kind of done sharing my weight loss journey, people would get upset, like very angry. This has made me realize that maybe I just should not be sharing my weight loss journey whatsoever with YouTube. If that's all people are trying to look for is, oh my God, does Amberlynn have diabetes? I bet she does. I know she does. She should. Or, oh my God, I know Amberlynn is over 600 pounds. She's probably like 620. Oh, she's 640 now. Look at her face in this video. Oh, look at her body. Like, what?
That would be because you have the habit of quitting on a weight loss journey before trying. Verbally bash your viewers and then saying you aren't talking about it anymore. And then gain weight off camera. It's never good news, hence why the viewers are never overjoyed to hear you've quit once again.
It's weird because I'm more than that. And I have more to talk about than that. I have more to share than that.
Well, girl, we are still waiting. A decade on YouTube and it has been your entire personality focus, and still is. Feel free to prove us wrong any day.
You know, a lot of times in the past where I was kind of just molding myself into a person that like people wanted to see. I felt like people wanted to see someone talk about their weight, doing mukbangs because it was like a train wreck.
Here I am again asking why you are talking in the past tense. It's still a train wreck, girl.
I haven't done a mukbang in almost a year. You lie.
You may not sit down and do dedicated eat with me videos, but you sure do still eat on camera, and you absolutely use food as thumbnails to grab that attention. Another moot point.
Been actively trying to get weight loss surgery and trying to better myself with my food.
It's great that you are trying to better yourself with WLS. It really is. But I can't buy that you are currently trying to better yourself with your food intake, like you claim. As if that were true, you would be losing weight.
And my views are lower than ever because of that.
No, your views are lower than ever since Becky left and Jade replaced her. Your videos are stagnant, boring, repetitive. You don't go anywhere, you don't do anything, and no one appears on the channel. You can't claim you are losing viewers because you are trying to lose weight and better yourself when no weight has been lost. Makes no sense, girl. Your views are dropping because your channel is in its most boring stage to date.
The very thing that would boost my views, which would boost the money in my fucking wallet, is if I return to this. Okay, good thing. Say that. Like, and that's what I'm used to. We're gonna just try it out. Oh my God, I took a few bites of my omelet in a recent video and someone's like, I didn't know this was gonna be a mukbang. Where's the mukbang? That's not a mukbang.
You're clutching at straws, you have nothing.
In the past, I just felt very like forced to talk about things that I didn't want to.
Girl, no one can force you to do freaking anything.
Because I felt like that's all I had.
But it is all you have. Proof is in the pudding of the last decade on YouTube. And now that there are no friends or cast members appearing on the channel, it is even more so all that you have to offer. You designed your own outcome.
There was more to me back then.
Bitch, where?
And there's more to me now.
Bitch, where?
You know, I just want to talk more about things I've went through, things I'm going through today. I want to, you know, share more of my life, my girlfriend, my fur babies, you know, friends, and, you know, show you things like that. I don't want every video that I film for people to just be like, so about that weigh-in though. So if I just take it out completely, maybe people will be quiet about it, but who knows? Yeah, this is why I was losing so many subscribers, is because I was a bit smug.
I wrote the book on being self-aware.
I said I didn't want to talk about my weight anymore. Then I felt almost like gaslit.
For fuck's sake.
And like coerced.
I don't know how to say really anything.
Into continuing that just to get those subscribers back.
Tell me that you don't know what gaslighting is, or coercion is, without telling me that you don't know.
It felt like bullying. It was like...
Only Amber could manage to twist the narrative that the viewers being angry at her for slowly unaliving herself, and calling out her toxic behavior, as bullying. Marvelous twisting of the truth. Outstanding work.
So many people to actively almost put up a strike against me. Like, people were striking against me. It felt like
You're so dramatic.
it was mentally the hardest thing ever. And I immediately went back to what everyone wanted.
Now I gotta do twice as much work doing damage control on everything you fuck up.
I'm just talking, doing that, punch, you know. I'm just trying to keep it like simple for now, and then eventually add in some more.
And she never did.
With the weight loss journey, with the train wreck, when what I wanted to do was take out all of that and just share the happiness of my life.
So what I hear is that our girl was butthurt that her viewers weren't happy like she was to climb towards 600 pounds. Got it.
And share more about my past. And I didn't get to do that because I felt so coerced into just being this train wreck.
Amber felt coerced. Sorry, I mean coerced, into showing that she was actively trying to save her life. Girl, the fact that this is your argument is sending shivers down my spine. You felt coerced to stop trying to unalive yourself when you were happily inching towards 600 pounds. Words fail me.
That's what I've been on YouTube. That's why I was an icon, as people call it. I'm not that no more. That's a lot. That's a lot. This whole video is a lot. And I think it's really hard for people to wrap their head around.
For the love of God!
The only person struggling to wrap their head around this is you, girl. You are sitting here at your freaking standing desk for crying out loud. You are agreeing with everything you said 4 years ago, and still fail to grasp self-awareness. Your delusions and accountability avoiding all remain the same. You are still in the 500s and you are still finding ways to blame everyone on planet Earth, but yourself. How have you changed? How are you not that no more? Are you living in another dimension right now?
I could easily go back to this. But it's scary because, like, I have to every day wake up and choose me.
Well, let us know when that day comes, girl.
And choose health and choose bettering myself over money. And it's hard.
It's hard to choose living, existing, and health over extra money. That's one of the most depressing things I've ever heard.
That's what I said. She's sick in the head.
People are constantly talking about, oh my God, your channel's dying. You're barely getting any views.
Oh, I did watch this video. I just can't get over the amount of views on this, 26,000. And that's it for Amber. I mean, this has to be an all-time low for her channel. I haven't seen views this low in a long time.
Truth hurts, doesn't it?
You just would expect bigger numbers than that, right? But it seems as though interest in Amberlynn Reid has fallen off of a cliff lately.
It's because this Amberlynn doesn't exist anymore.
Are you fucking delusional?
And plus, sometimes I feel like me broadcasting it so much is what makes me fail. I feel like if I just work behind the scenes and work on my eating disorder and like my brain and my weight loss in private, then that'll help because there won't be so much pressure on me.
But over the course of a decade, you never ever done that.
But that's exactly what I wanted. I just wanted it off of camera.
And that was your choice, and your choice only to smugly parade over eating, or to keep it off camera. And in the decade of having it on camera and not having it on camera, progress was never made either way. So what's your point?
Losing around 12,000 subscribers in just a couple days because of this video, I mean, it shows everything and it says everything, honestly.
I need someone to check on my health right now, because I might be dying from trying to comprehend what the freak this woman is trying to say. First, she says her views are down now because she doesn't binge on camera anymore. Now she is saying she lost subscribers because she did binge on camera. Which is it, girl? The constant contradicting of yourself is aging me by the second.
I'm gonna do it, y'all. I think that's gonna be it for me. So, I ate half of that.
That smug face. It's nothing to be smug about, Amber.
I ate like 200 calories. And still to this day, I am harassed.
I do wonder sometimes if it is Amber's dedication at failing to take accountability, or is it her inability to comprehend basic human behavior? I'm thinking both.
Both is good.
So in this mukbang, I ate 200 calories. That's it. And I lost 12,000 subscribers. I know to a lot of people, like, seeing someone my size eat on camera doesn't make a lot of sense, but it's like, I'm gonna eat anyways. I'm not...
You're right. It doesn't make sense. And you always knew that. Yet still you defend it 4 years later.
Like, sitting here eating 50,000 cheeseburgers and some shrimp.
Tell me again how you have changed.
Think of the other mukbang channels and like the really skinny people. Like, why is that okay?
4 years have passed and her arguments and toxic views remain the same. But she has changed, girls.
Oh yeah, right, sure. Yeah, you're really different.
So, that was it. That's the end of the video.
Thank God for that.
Let's take a look at some of the comments on Amber's video before we leave the situation type deal. It's not your size that people are put off about. It's your attitude and lack of taking accountability, Amber. It's the fact that you attack the audience and blame them for your failures. And if I spent 10 years watching a smoker trying to quit smoking while simultaneously binge smoking for money, I would feel the exact same way. As someone that smokes cigarettes, I do get criticism for it. But I haven't filmed myself on YouTube for 10 years. Saying I'm gonna quit, lying about smoking, smoking on camera, and failing over and over publicly. That's the difference, Hamby. 4 years later and she still completely misses the point. And tries to avoid taking any responsibility for her words and actions. Find someone that looks at you the way ALR looks at ALR. Are we just going to forget that in ShrimpGate you said this is how I am? If you don't like it then leave. That attitude is what made a massive amount of people unsubscribe. Okay, but do you not feel sad that it's 4 years later and you look and act practically the same? The same unhealthy behaviors just in slightly different ways. Do you not feel uncomfortable how it's been 4 years and no significant progress has been made? Saying you're so different than you were 4 years ago, while simultaneously nodding your head and agreeing with everything you said. It's crazy how Amberlynn isn't caught off guard that it's been 4 years and she barely made any progress. Like, I'd be so ashamed and disappointed. This would snap me back to reality. Imagine being on YouTube for this long and still having to set up a laptop for us to watch together. I've never seen a human more obsessed with themselves. Thanks for watching our channel. Please hit that like button and subscribe if you want to see more. Until next time, stay safe.